Okay, yeah,
We can
sorry,
hear you.
yeah. Today, I'm very glad to present our recent study. It's very different from most presentations because the earliest presentation most focus on high rainfall area, and my presentation will be mainly focused on Central Asia and the Aral area, which is quite dry and quite different. So firstly, I will give a little bit of introduction because everyone mentioned agriculture is so important. And you're eating one day like 2 liters of water, but actually you are eating a lot because in terms of the water content for rice, for steamed bread and beef, you could have eaten 5 tons of water. So agriculture is so basically, there is no food security if without water security. So water is very important for providing enough food for the world. And if you look at the global groundwater depletion, it's happening. You can see things like a large amount of water, even some place could be 1,000 millimeter water, has been uptaken from groundwater each year for food production. So food production is actually the biggest challenge for the world to meet without water supply. So the Aral Sea area is basically a shared basin, shared by 5 countries in the Central Asia, in the upstream like Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, and 5 countries, 3 countries in the downstream, especially Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, and those countries. So there are 2 rivers. One is the Sea River, and one is the River. Yeah, basically these 2 rivers together. So this provides 37 cubic kilometer water, and this one provide 79 cubic kilometer of water to make sure Aral Sea will be there, and the area is something like 67,000 square kilometer. It's a large inland lake. But if you look at the map, it has been shrinking from 1960s right now to very little area actually have remained. So we've been studying the irrigated. So those are the irrigated area developing. We've been trying to studying how the land irrigation and the food production are influencing the Aral Sea area. So this map shows this is the Sankey diagram, which shows the land development in the recent 100 years. So this is around 1910. There's only this much. If you look at 2010, so the land has already become 3 times bigger. Irrigated land become 3 times bigger for food production. And so this include different country, different crops in the right side. And you see how much water has been used by different country. So this is the food production. If you look into the food production in 1910 and 1950, the food production, the size of the food production is really limited. But right now, it's the food production totally has been increased over 10 times. So right now, if you look at the number, so this is how land expansion is influencing food production. Also, the cotton. If you look at the cotton in the 1910, it's only 1/5 of the current cotton production current area, and also the cotton production changed also a lot. Among the cotton production so basically 45% of the cotton increase is caused by the increased area of irrigated land. So this is how the irrigated land is changing in different for cotton production in different countries. You can see, especially country like Uzbekistan and Turkmenistan, these two countries, the irrigated land are increasing very quick. For almost a year, from 1905, it's almost stopped because of a water shortage. There's no extra water to use. So this shows the irrigated water, how it's changing. So because we don't have much detailed data for the 1910, so we started from 1950. And you can see still there is a large increase from 1950 to the 2010. So each time. And actually from 2000, because too much water has been taken from the river and the river runoff is decreasing. So therefore, people have to cut down the cultivation and the irrigation water use. But still, if you remember the early number of runoff, it's like 110. So this much water has been taken from the river. That means only less than 20% of water runoff left. Most water has been used for irrigation. So this table shows how the river runoff from the two rivers. So together you can see the change in 2000, like it's 107 cubic kilometer, and now is 98 cubic kilometer. So it's slightly, I would say it's dropping, but it's changing annually because this is influenced by the precipitation annual variation. But if you look at the Aral Sea area, so originally this is much bigger, 67,000 square cubic kilometer, but right now the area is only 3.7. So large amount has disappeared. And this is the irrigated area expansion from 1930s. So it's almost like once you develop one square kilometer of land, you will let 1 square kilometer of sea disappeared. So it's basically shifting from lake to the irrigated land. So it's a big. So this also for the food production. This the Central Asia area is also exporting a lot of wheat and cotton to the world, especially Asia and Europe. So this is how much water virtually transferred to the outside of the region. So it accounts for almost 1/3 of the river irrigation water has been transferred to outside. So this is how the story is developed in the Central Asia area. So the suggestion for solutions is basically because this area have 5 countries. So basically the collaboration on water management in 5 countries in terms including water right, water entitlement, and basically very important. And the second, water saving, because China right now in like a place like Xinjiang, like north west part of China have similar climate. We're basically using drip irrigations. So it's a lot, it can decrease the irrigation water use largely. So almost like at least 50%. So it's could be a good policy to use for saving water. But from our study, it is most important. We need to manage land expansion because land expansion is basically the key point of irrigation water water demand increase. So this is another story in North China Plain, in Xinjiang area. You will see in the 2000, this is the land area, and this is the land area in 2013. Because we are using drip irrigation to save water, we are also expanding the land largely. So that means whenever we save the water, people like to use the water again for more land. So in that case, there could be much water be used for agriculture sector. And everyone say agriculture is the biggest sector for water use. So basically, land expansion should be managed very carefully according to your water resources supply. That's something key, another key point from my presentation. I thank you very much for your attention, and sorry for my earlier suddenly the breakup of the system. Yeah, thank you.